Review is brought to you by Lynda. Hey guys, Nick here, and I just got hands-on, or I guess eyes on, with the Oculus Rift DK2 prototype. This is the second dev kit that they're releasing to the public. They're actually suggesting that consumers don't go and buy this, but you can if you want to. But basically, yeah, it's the latest version. It's got all the tech from the Crystal Cove prototype they showed off at CES this year, and it's pretty crazy. We have a DK1 in the office, and the comparison is that this is phenomenally better. You still get a little bit of that screen door effect. They're using, I think, diagonal pixels instead of square pixels, which I didn't know was a thing, but that kind of reduces it, I think, a little bit, makes it a little more easy on the eyes, and it also makes it look very virtual, which sounds stupid, but it's something I like. So the two games I got to play were Couch Knights, which is developed by Epic, and Valkyrie by CCP, the EVE Online guys. Couch Knights is bonkers. It's the first one I played, and basically you are sitting on a couch controlling a little virtual knight, and it's two players. So there's a guy sitting on the couch next to you who's a real person sitting on a couch next to you in reality. The big thing about this prototype, right, is that it uses a camera and is tracking your head in space, so you can actually lean in and look at things. And my favorite moment with Couch Knights was the moment when I realized that I had this little interactive knight that I was controlling, and I could really like lean in and like look at the details on the face and the arms, and that was the realest feeling moment for me. The other more surreal moment was looking at my arm and wondering why it wasn't moving, and realizing that it was a fake arm, that it had no way of tracking it, and also looking at the guy across from me who was seated slightly differently than he was in reality, and just sort of making my knight jump on his lap and slash at him, and it was, yeah, massively immersive. It was impossible not to think of the anime Sword Art Online, which to me is like the nicest thing I could probably say about anything. Yeah, it's hard not to freak out, because this stuff is real, and it's only going to get better with time. The other game was Valkyrie, which is a sort of, I guess the easiest comparison is Battlestar Galactica, which I guess they're really pandering to me today, because those are two things I love. And you're sort of looking, you've probably heard of this demo, you're sitting in a spaceship, flying it around with the control sticks, and aiming and looking around in 3D space. I've seen a few questions about how these things work with glasses, and I actually played Valkyrie twice, once with, once without, and your mileage might vary, but for me it was far better with glasses. I could make out a lot more detail. I could lean in and look at the holograms on the interface. It was just massively immersive. Valkyrie is probably the better game of the two tech demos here. It's got this mechanic where you are aiming the reticle by moving your head for the missiles and then holding onto the left trigger and letting go. And that, as basic as that sounds, that is the most immersive thing I've done with VR so far. You just look over your head or like around your shoulder at another spaceship, lock on and let go, and it's like you feel like you're there. And you can... There's so much detail in the ships, or it feels detailed at least, like looking at the hologram of your ship's health and the various things and the dirt on the windows. It just, you feel there in a way that I don't think I ever felt with the original Oculus prototype. It's weird. All this VR stuff is happening at GDC this year, and it reminds me of when 3D was a thing, except for this time it's good, and we like it, and we're excited about it, which is a pretty big difference. I cannot wait to see where this tech goes from here. I have never been more excited about VR than I was 20 minutes ago playing this stuff. Yeah, I'm now a believer in a way I think I wasn't before. It's got some ways to come, I think, but it's here and it's real and it's very exciting. So one of the big questions with all this VR stuff is who's going to make games for it, because it's a radically different process than making traditional games. Luckily, we have the internet, and you can go teach yourself on websites like lynda.com. Lynda is an online learning company with more than 77,000 video tutorials that teach software, creative, and business skills. You can learn anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace with courses in web design, 3D animation, programming, and much more. New courses are added every week, and membership starts at only $25 a month, but you can try lynda.com for free for 7 days and support our show by signing up at lynda.com/rev3games.